and welcome to Parallax, where we look at life from how we work. Joining us today is Florence Michel. Florence is a homeschool, stay-at-home mother, and she also runs a homeschool co-op called Branch, which is an acronym for the Baltimore region area network of creative homeschoolers. Flo, thanks for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So could you talk a little bit about what a typical day looks like when you're homeschooling kids?
Well, there isn't a typical day because things come up every day. But usually, we get up. When we get up, we eat breakfast. When we eat breakfast, and we start work. I try to start in the morning, but sometimes something comes up and we do other things. Sometimes we'll work in the afternoon. We work till lunchtime. We eat lunch. We finish things up after lunch. We might go out in the afternoon and do either errands or an activity or a play date or, and then we usually have sports in the evening. Both my kids play sports, so that's pretty much my day every day.
Mm-hmm. And so how old are the kids?
They are 11 and 12. My daughter's 11 and my son's 12.
So what was the decision? Have they been homeschooled their entire life?
Yep, neither one has ever been to school.
So why did you decide to do that?
When my son was going to preschool, I went to look at preschools, and I had been a teacher for 8 years before I had him, so I had some opinions about education that I think I didn't really realize how strong they were until I started looking at schools. And our local public school it's fine, but I kind of wanted more for them, and I felt like I'd be the parent that would always be in the building. I'd always have a complaint, or I'd be in the classroom, and I figured I can do that, or I can just do it myself. And I knew some people that were doing it, so I figured we'll start with preschool and work from there. And if at any point it didn't work, we would look back at school, public school, private school, and see. But that was why.
When somebody says homeschooling, there's certain ideas that come up. What are some of the ideas that people have about what a homeschooler is?
There are a lot of people that think all homeschoolers are doing it for religious reasons, and a lot do, and that's totally fine. But there are a lot that don't. There are a lot that will homeschool for a lot of other reasons. There's a belief that homeschool kids have no social skills, that they don't ever see other kids. They're just in the house all the time. And I can say that especially here in Maryland, there's more than we could ever do as homeschoolers to do outside the house. There's classes at the zoo and the aquarium and the museums, and there are plenty of different groups to join. And we have to say no to things because there's so much we could do and just never be home. But I also think that people think homeschool kids are socially awkward, and I think there are just as many socially awkward homeschoolers as there are socially awkward school kids. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah. So and there's a lot. You said that there's a lot of opportunities outside of the home for homeschoolers, whether that's at a museum or if it's at a facility, such as the one that you started, which is Branch, which is an acronym. I may have botched it in the intro, so it's
Baltimore Regional Area Network of Creative Homeschoolers.
And talk a little bit about what happens there.
Branch has evolved over the years. I've been a part of it since it started in 2007, and we started out just doing classes in libraries. We'd have a class maybe once a month or twice a month at one of the libraries in Baltimore County or Harford County, and things like we did a preschool co-op that met twice a month. We did a kindergarten co-op. We had a geography club. We had playground days. We had Halloween party, winter party, Valentine's party, things that we wanted to make sure, things that you can't do at home by yourself, where we would get the kids together and they could meet other kids and they could see the same kids and make friendships. And that's kind of how we started. And we've always been cooperative, where people, everybody pitches in and runs things, and we have what people are willing to run. And so it's nice because you don't have to pay, you know, you're not paying for teachers, there's not a high cost. It's just a cooperative effort.
Florence Michel, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking with us. You can find out more about Branch at branchhomeschoolers.com. Until next time, keep it between the white line and the dishes.